The living room pulses with life, a symphony of laughter and animated chatter filling the air. Guests mingle, their faces lit by the warm glow of the party, drinks clinking in cheerful toasts. The host congratulating Mark for his awesome achievements. Soft music weaves through the crowd, an invisible thread binding the revelry together. Conversations overlap, creating a vibrant tapestry of voices and shared moments. The atmosphere is thick with joy, each smile a spark in the lively scene. Energy crackles as friendships deepen and new connections are forged amidst the celebration. Inside the lively living room, Mark's laughter fades as an unseen force compels him toward the window. His jovial expression falters, replaced by a growing unease as his eyes fix on something beyond the glass. A flicker of concern deepens into worry as he continues to watch the spectacle unfolding in the sky. His face now etched with a profound concern, the joyous atmosphere of the party a distant memory. The guest noticed. Mark has shifted his attention. Mark's gaze remains locked on the sky, a silent question hanging in the balance as the unseen event unfolds. The sky roils with unnatural energy, clouds twisting into grotesque shapes that defy earthly storms. Dark hues smear across the firmament, a painter's palette of impending doom. The clouds writhe like tormented souls, their forms hinting at unseen horrors lurking beyond the veil. A swirling vortex of shadows dominates the horizon, swallowing the light and promising chaos. Colors clash in a symphony of dread. The sky, a canvas of nightmares, come to life. An oppressive silence descends as the heavens prepare to unleash their fury upon the world below. Mark whirls around,
No, God,
his eyes
please,
wide with
no,
terror and
no,
disbelief, a stark
no,
contrast to the festive setting.
No.
He stares at the other party guests, his face a mask of mounting dread. A palpable sense of unease begins to ripple through the room as Mark's panic intensifies. His voice cracks with a mixture of fear and desperate hope as he cries out, "Is this the rapture? Is it happening?" The joyous atmosphere of the party shatters, replaced by a chilling uncertainty. A blinding light erupts, tearing through the dense veil of clouds. The heavens split, revealing an unbearable radiance that floods the world below. A solitary trumpet echoes across the sky, its sound both triumphant and terrifying. The sound resonates, shaking the very foundations of existence. The cemetery is still, the silence broken only by the whisper of wind through the ancient stone. Suddenly, the earth erupts in violent convulsions, graves cracking open like shattered bones. The ground splits and groans, an unseen pressure building beneath, promising a cataclysmic awakening. In many cemeteries around the world, those who died serving Jesus Christ, skeletal remains, writhe from their graves, rising up to the sky to meet Jesus in the air in new white garments. They leave behind open graves. The dead in Christ has risen. 1 Thessalonians 4:16. Suddenly, a piercing beam of light cuts through the oppressive dark. An ethereal force radiates. Jesus has came to claim what is his. The dead in Christ vanish in a flash, the light leaving behind only empty graves, darkness and gloom. The party guest, now looking at the news because of this strange event, become very worried. An unseen shift in the atmosphere causes the guests to exchange uneasy glances. What is going on? What is happening? A palpable tension fills the living room. Sarah clutches her rosary, her knuckles white with anxiety. The silence is thick with unspoken fears and mounting dread. Women is raptures and vanishes. While talking to the guest at the party, a man stands in the middle of the living room with a grim look on his face. As some of the guests look on, not really understanding what is about to take place, in a shocking instant, a man disappears without a trace, leaving only empty space where he once stood. His clothes crumple to the floor, a heap of fabric where a person was just moments ago. The sudden absence is met with piercing screams that fill the room, echoing off the walls. The silent, motionless pile of clothes serves as a haunting reminder of what has just occurred. Someone saying, "He told us." The living room is a scene of utter chaos, a maelstrom of fear and desperation. Tears stream down faces as sobs echo through the room, each cry a testament to mounting dread. Some kneel, their hands clasped tightly, muttering desperate prayers into the suffocating air, praying for help and peace. The guest frantically runs to their cars and homes to find their loved ones. A frantic search ensues as people desperately call out names, their voices hoarse with panic. Each shadow seems to hold a new terror, every corner echoing with the unspoken fear of loss. Chaos erupts in the streets, as panicked individual lost in a desperate flight from an unseen threat. The air crackles with unspoken fear. Baby strollers, skateboards, and bicycles all in the streets, a leftover of the palpable sense of impending doom driving the frantic exodus. Amidst the pandemonium, expressions of sheer panic and utter confusion paint a vivid tableau of humanity beneath the weight of fleeing footsteps, a symphony of terror echoing through the urban canyons. Chaos erupts on the street as cars collide in a deafening symphony of metal. Drivers vanish without a trace, leaving behind only the wreckage of their vehicles. Empty cars careen into each other, creating a scene of utter pandemonium and confusion. The once busy street becomes a graveyard of abandoned vehicles, a chilling testament to the sudden disappearances. An airplane spirals uncontrollably against the vast sky, a metal bird mortally wounded. The aircraft plummets, losing altitude with terrifying speed, a grim dance against gravity. Its trajectory is a stark line of impending doom aimed towards the distant, unsuspecting cityscape. The once majestic machine is now a chaotic whirlwind of metal and despair. Silence hangs heavy, punctuated only by the roar of engines fighting a losing battle against fate. A commercial airplane spirals wildly, a metal bird flailing against the cold indifference of the sky. It hurtles towards the city, a grim harbinger of chaos aimed at the heart of the skyline. A deafening crash echoes as the plane slams into a skyscraper, the sound ripping through the air like a death knell. An explosion erupts, a ravenous inferno consuming floors in a violent display of destruction. Debris rains down upon the streets, a macabre shower of twisted metal and shattered dreams. Behind the news desk, Anna's forced smile barely masks the strain in her eyes. She fights to maintain composure, a stark contrast to the chaos hinted at in her gaze. The headline blares behind her. Mass disappearances. Workers have vanished. The unsettling news looms large, a silent testament to the unfolding crisis. The news station buzzes with frantic energy, a hive of activity amidst breaking chaos. Monitors flicker with images of worried faces, each a silent plea in the growing storm of missing persons reports. At the center of it all, seasoned news anchor Anna steels herself, her expression a mask of determination layered over deep concern. We are receiving reports of missing persons worldwide. The numbers are staggering, Anna announces, her voice cutting through the noise with grim authority. Under the solemn gaze of the church, a river of worried faces flows towards salvation. Desperation etches deep lines into their expressions as they seek solace within the hallowed walls. On worn wooden pews, they kneel, their bodies heavy with unspoken fears. With deep reverence, they whisper fervent prayers, begging for forgiveness and divine intervention. God, is it too late? The air thickens with a potent mix of dread and a fragile, desperate hope, as people gather from everywhere to seek direction and answers. Each silent plea rises, a collective yearning for redemption against the encroaching darkness. Chaos descends upon the street as society begins to fracture. Everyone is running, scared, seeking shelter and a way to survive. Mark is looking for survival items before everything is looted and gone. Violence flares as people clash over dwindling supplies, their faces contorted with desperation. The air is thick with tension, every shadow holding the threat of conflict. The streets become a battleground, reflecting the collapse of order and civility. A desperate struggle for existence unfolds under the uncaring gaze of the Sunday. Chaos reigns in the hospital as doctors and nurses struggle amidst a flood of casualties. Each moment is a desperate fight, their faces etched with exhaustion and determination. The air is thick with urgency, every second precious in the overwhelming crisis. A symphony of beeping machines and hurried footsteps underscores the gravity of the unfolding tragedy. In the confines of the hospital, David, a doctor etched with weariness, still in his street clothes, gazes down at his patient, a storm of helplessness in his eyes. The heart monitor emits a piercing, unwavering tone as it flatlines, each beep a stark announcement of life's fading grip. David's eyes shut tight, a silent acknowledgement of defeat, as he momentarily shields himself from the weight of loss. With a heavy hand, he pulls the sterile white sheet over the patient's face, a final act of closure in the face of relentless mortality. The room falls silent, save for the rhythmic hum of machines, a somber testament to another battle lost in the endless war against death. On the open highway, a bus swerves wildly, its tires screeching in a desperate bid for control. The vehicle hurtles off the asphalt, a metal behemoth defying gravity as it careens towards the abyss. With a bone-jarring crash, the bus plummets into a deep ditch, the impact echoing through the surrounding landscape. The driver has vanished. Inside, a chorus of screams pierces the air as passengers are violently thrown from their seats, their world turned upside down in a chaotic ballet of fear. Inside the home, sunlight streams through the windows, illuminating a scene of chaotic domesticity. Mary's eyes dart around, a whirlwind of desperation as she frantically searches each room. Toys lie scattered across the floor, silent witnesses to the unfolding panic. A half-finished drawing sits abandoned on the table, a stark reminder of interrupted joy. The house feels eerily empty, the silence amplifying Mary's growing fear. Her face is etched with a deepening sense of dread as the realization dawns. Her children are gone. Mary crumples to the floor, her body convulsing with uncontrollable sobs, screaming out in pain and despair, trying to make sense of what she cannot fully understand. Mary cries out, "This is not fair, God. Where are you?" Blurring the world around her, her voice cracks, a raw, desperate plea escaping her lips. "God, please help me. Please do not leave me. I need you now. I am scared. I am alone. Please, God, where are they?" she cries, her voice echoing in the silence of the home. "Where are my children? Where did they go?" she whispers, the question hanging heavy in the air, unanswered and agonizing. Flames engulf the city skyline, painting the day with strokes of orange and black. Billowing smoke rises, a dark shroud that obscures the sun and chokes the air. The city writhes in agony as the inferno consumes its streets and buildings. Chaos reigns supreme, a symphony of destruction echoing through the burning metropolis. The once vibrant cityscape is now a desolate wasteland, scarred by the ravages of fire. The police station buzzes with frenetic energy, phones ringing amidst shouted orders, a stark contrast to the chaos seething outside. Uniformed officers move with strained urgency, their faces tight with exhaustion and a dawning sense of despair. The muffled roar of a city consumed by anarchy penetrates the station walls, a constant, ominous reminder of the crisis. Discarded papers litter the floor, mirroring the shattered order and the officers' fraying resolve. Inside the bustling police station, Tom sits buried behind a mountain of paperwork, the weight of the world etched on his weary face. His disheveled hair is a testament to sleepless nights and endless frustrations, a silent scream in the sterile environment. Exhaustion lines his eyes as he runs a hand through his hair, a gesture of defeat in the face of overwhelming odds. Is there no more hope? Am I now lost forever? I did not listen. I did not have time. His voice barely a whisper. He utters the grim confession. It's the end of the world. My God, help us. Is there a way yet to be able to be with you? I am so sorry for rejecting you. Forgive me, God. Under the relentless sun, a lone farmer kneels in his parched field, a figure of quiet desperation against the vast landscape. His weathered hands are clasped tightly, knuckles white with the force of his silent plea. Etched deeply into his face are the indelible lines of years marked by toil and anxiety. His lips move in fervent prayer, each word a silent cry for deliverance. The sun beats down mercilessly, casting long shadows that amplify his solitude. In the stillness, his solitary form embodies a desperate hope against insurmountable odds. In the hollowed sanctuary of the abandoned church, Sarah and Mark huddles, their faces mirroring a deep-seated fear and utter exhaustion. With a heavy weight of uncertainty, shafts of light pierce through the shattered, stained glass windows, illuminating swirling dust motes like ghostly dancers in the sacred space, seeking solace, their lips moving in silent, desperate prayer. God, please help us, show us what to do, show us where to go, and who needs help. Low, murmuring voices rise, a fragile shield against the oppressive silence of their surroundings. Each face reflects a silent plea for deliverance, a shared hope flickering in the desolate expanse of the abandoned church. Dust-laden light filters through the boarded windows, illuminating the desolate interior of the abandoned church. John stands gaunt, his figure a stark silhouette against the dim light. "Forgive me, Lord. I know I did not believe. That is why I am still here. But if you will now send them, I will teach them." His dirt-stained fingers gently trace the ancient words etched onto the worn pages of a Bible. As he whispers, "Lord, I will teach them to trust you." His voice, raspy yet resonant, fills the cavernous space with a familiar psalm. "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters." The words hang in the air, a fragile prayer in a forsaken place. A bustling street corner vibrates with nervous energy as Mark and Sarah transform into frantic prophets. "There is still a way," Mark preaches. "Come, there is still a way to God." Anna reads the bold warnings of the mark of the beast that explode onto brick walls, each stroke fueled by desperation and impending doom. "Repent, the end is near." The stark message dominates the urban landscape, a chilling echo in the city's cacophony. Anxiety hangs heavy in the air, a palpable tension woven into the fabric of everyday life. Every hurried step and whispered conversation amplifies the growing sense of urgency. A city teetering on the edge of panic. Bathed in the harsh glare of studio lights, Anna sits poised at the news desk, her expression a mask of being terrified of what she now has to report to the people. Behind her, a colossal screen flickers with vivid images of ancient texts and looming biblical prophecies. She adjusts her microphone, trying to smile gracefully, a subtle gesture betraying the gravity of the words about to be unleashed. With unwavering resolve, she anchors her gaze with a professional smile, ready to address the viewers with the weight of impending revelations. "Good morning. I am Anna." Her voice resonates with authority. There is an awareness and interest surrounding biblical prophecies with potential implications that have come to our attention. Under the harsh glare of studio lights, Anna is seated at the news desk, her face etched with palpable fear and unease as she reads the prompt. She is shocked at what she must now read. As she tries to smile and remain professional, her eyes reflect a growing dread, a silent acknowledgement of the gravity of her broadcast. She leans forward, her voice trembling slightly as she prepares to deliver the chilling news. Anna looks straight ahead into the camera, betraying her inner turmoil. With a deep breath, she steels herself and speaks into the microphone, gasping her words laced with urgency and surprise. "Many are now realizing the mark of the beast is coming," she warns, her voice resonating with a haunting certainty. Anna reports that there are reports of cemeteries with open graves. No one understands who has dug them up. The bodies are gone. A haunting silence blankets the field, broken only by the whisper of wind through the ancient stones. The air is thick with the scent of damp earth and decay, a palpable reminder of mortality. Anna reports, each grave is a dark promise, a silent testament to what has been and what will be. The stark fluorescent lights of the bunker cast a sterile glow over a room overflowing with the necessities of survival. Canned goods and water jugs pack the shelves, a bulwark against an unseen threat. First aid kits stand ready, promising aid in a world where help is scarce. Survivalists move with practiced efficiency, their faces masks of determination and gnawing anxiety. Each action is precise, each glance wary in this refuge against the unknown. Inside the dimly lit bunker, cracks in the concrete reveal the weight of the world above. Josh stands as a beacon of resolve. His weathered face, a map of hardship, reflects the flickering light, revealing the burden he carries. Before him, a small group of followers, their faces etched with anxiety, seek solace in his strength. His intense gaze sweeps across the room, a silent promise of protection. We must be ready for what's to come. High on a desolate mountaintop, a lone Mark stands silhouetted against the vast, indifferent sky. The wind howls a mournful dirge as Mark remains motionless, a sentinel of sorrow, wondering how God will get us through this perilous time. Below, a panorama of devastation unfolds, a scarred landscape etched with loss. Ruined structures and barren fields stretch to the horizon, a testament to some unseen cataclysm. Mark's gaze is fixed on the destruction, a silent witness to the aftermath. A profound sense of solitude and despair emanates from this lone observer, a stark reminder of humanity's fragility. Under the relentless desert sun, nomads journey through the undulating sea of sand. Their eyes, weathered and keen, search the distant horizon, desperate for a sign of life. Heat shimmers off the dunes, a mirage that taunts their parched throats and weary spirits. Each step is a testament to their endurance, a silent battle against the unforgiving landscape. Hope flickers in their eyes as others join them in this journey, a fragile flame against the vast, indifferent expanse. The sun glares down, baking the earth and testing the limits of their resolve. Inside the bustling hospital, David tirelessly attends to the wounded, his movements precise yet frantic. Each labored breath of the injured seems to chip away at David's resolve, the weight of responsibility pressing down on him. The sterile environment does little to mask the scent of antiseptic and fading hope. Preparing to go home, David is in deep thought. With each passing moment, the light in his eyes dims, reflecting the dwindling chances of those he fights to save. David lies motionless in the hospital bed, his gaze lost in the blank expanse of the ceiling. The oppressive white walls seem to suffocate him, trapping him in a silent, lonely world. David lies on the pillow, trying to sleep, but his mind is racing with thoughts of survival. Each drop carries the weight of unspoken sorrow, a silent testament to his inner turmoil. The city sleeps under a blanket of darkness, an unsettling silence stifling its once vibrant pulse. Buildings transform into stark silhouettes against the night sky, devoid of life, their windows like vacant eyes. An eerie stillness hangs in the air, a palpable absence of the city's usual clamor and movement. The once familiar cityscape now resembles a ghost town, a haunting reminder of its former self. In the deserted news station, Anna sits alone at the anchor desk, trying to keep a professional appearance in spite of the news she had to deliver. Darkness amplifying her solitude. The camera's red light blinks off, signaling the end of her broadcast and plunging the set into deeper shadow. A profound weariness settles over her face as she contemplates the weight of the news she delivers. Anna whispers, "God, what do I do now?" Her voice, heavy with unspoken dread, yet displaying a smile of hopefulness, echoes in the empty studio. God help us all. Sunlight pierces through the stained glass windows of the empty church, illuminating rows of barren pews. Silence echoes through the vaulted ceilings, amplifying the solitude of the abandoned sanctuary. Dust motes dance in the golden rays, each particle a tiny testament to the passage of time and the fading of faith. The vibrant colors of the stained glass cast spectral patterns on the floor, a ghostly reminder of past congregations. An eerie stillness pervades the space, broken only by the occasional creak of aging wood. The church stands as a solemn monument, its emptiness a stark symbol of faith's abandonment. Mary sits alone, the silence of her empty house amplifying her solitude. Mary whispers, "God, where are you? I need you. Forgive me for not believing in what I was taught." In her trembling hands, she clutches a photograph, a faded memory of happier days. Her fingers trace the smiling faces of her children, each touch a silent prayer. A single tear escapes, a glistening pearl tracing a lonely path down her weathered cheek. The weight of absence presses down, a heavy blanket smothering the light. "God, forgive me of my sins. Please do not leave me here." In the quiet stillness, the photograph remains her only solace, a tangible piece of a love that echoes in the empty rooms. The street stretches ahead, a desolate path strewn with wreckage. Twisted metal and shattered glass glint under the harsh daylight. Abandoned vehicles stand as silent witnesses, their stories untold. Debris dances in the wind, a haunting ballet of what was and what is no more. An unsettling quiet blankets the scene, broken only by the whisper of the wind through the ruins. Deep within the bunker, a palpable tension hangs in the stale air as Josh and his followers brace themselves. Mark and Sarah, face etched with determination and a hint of fear, they prepare for the impending siege. The silence is broken only by the clatter of weapons and the rustling of supplies, each sound amplifying the gravity of their situation. A grim resolve settles over Anna and David as they stand ready, a united front against the unknown threat looming outside. Sunlight streams across the silent cemetery. Graves open, no one is there, casting long shadows over the cemetery keepers. The open graves stand as stark reminders of loss, their dark mouths gaping in the earth. A gentle breeze whispers through the tombstones, carrying with it the scent of damp soil and fading flowers. The graves silently scream of the missing, an event that will never be forgotten. 1 Thessalonians 4:16 told us, "We did not believe, but now we must declare, Jesus is the resurrection and life. Though they were dead now, they live completely whole in heaven." John 11:25, "He that believeth in me shall never die." So, the air hangs heavy with unspoken grief for those left behind. They did not. Shafts of sunlight pierce through the stained glass windows of the abandoned church, casting a kaleidoscope of colors on the dusty floor. John stands at the altar, the weathered pages of the Bible whispering in his hands. "O God, have mercy on me. Forgive for those I caused to stumble, not giving them your complete word unto salvation." Dust motes dance in the golden light as he begins to read, his voice echoing through the silent sanctuary, mind fixed on the mercies of God. His words, filled with unwavering faith, resonate within the decaying walls, defying the desolation around him. Pastor John says, "My Lord God, thank you for renewing my faith. I will not fail you again." Smoke billows against the stark daylight, painting the sky with the somber hues of devastation. The ruins of the city rise, a haunting silhouette against the horizon. Twisted metal and shattered stone bear silent witness to the magnitude of the destruction. Dust motes dance in the air, illuminated by the harsh sunlight, as if mourning what was lost. The air hangs heavy with the acrid scent of burnt memories and shattered dreams. A lone survivalist kneels and thanks God for his mercy and protection for what he must now endure. Being resilient in the face of the overwhelming loss of his wife and child, he realizes God is real.
Do not get comfortable. Time is running out. Will you be ready?